Thank you. There are some contributions that are also coming through the chat box, and Udawafa from USAID says it's very true. Nobody really gets to fully know who they are. It's an ongoing process, and also Dakunda from Malali Police said, first, define who you are before people impose what they think you are. So when they see you, you are bold on your actions. And lastly, David Isaac said, this is so true. Once upon a lifetime, Noah was loved for building an ark with no signs of a flood. So knowing who you are, I think, is one of the really important aspects of our lives. So I'm moving forward to the next question. It says, I struggle to connect with people. How best can I connect with them?
Shall I start this one? I think I mean it's interesting. There might be a number of reasons why you might struggle with connecting with people. It may be because I don't know that the person who asked the question, I don't know what the reason was that they asked this question exactly, but it may be because you feel shy, or maybe you have difficulty in relating to other people, or maybe you feel you're not a good communicator, and that it's difficult to break through. And so my simple answer to this one is what we already mentioned, actually, Tinashe, what you mentioned in the introduction, is about listening. Because actually the best way to connect with other people is to listen to them. Not, again, it's the ears, not the mouth. To listen to another person. When you listen to them, then they see that you're interested in them, and then they will want to connect with you, and then they will encourage you to talk, and they will want to listen to you. And that could be listening with your ears, but also observing with your eyes, or just listening in different ways, just sensing what's going on. So being open to other people, with your heart and as well as your mind, let's say. So for me, that's the simple answer is listening. And then through that listening, you will identify something that you share with that person. You will identify where they come from. Oh, you come from the same village as me. That's amazing. And then we have something. Or you love this kind of food, the same that I love, or this music, or whatever it might be. You find the more you listen, the more you'll find something to connect you. And that's the seed of friendship. It's the seed of cooperation. It's the seed of collaboration. And it's the seed of working together for change, for positive change. So I think that's my answer, is to listen.
I think my answer is, connection is part of what it means to be human. We can't do well in life if we don't have fulfilling connections with other people. So my one thing that I would say, if you want to connect with people, be yourself. Be your authentic self. People will see you for who you are, and not everybody might like you, but you definitely be able to make connections. So always be who you are. Don't be a different person in different situations. Be an authentic person at all times and in all situations. Thank you.
Thank you. Pastor Menashe, you have something?
Yes, I'll always take the highway, like I always do when you're talking about these issues. Most of the young people, okay, not most, but a considerable number of young people that I've come across who are facing the same challenge. I'm trying to avoid to use this word. They don't want to do the hard work. Let me not use the word that I wanted to use. They don't want to do the hard work. Relationships is hard work. To maintain friendship is hard work, especially if you're starting. Because you have to come up with a plan, you have to come up with a program, you have to leave home, get into a combi or drive your car to their house, which is an unfamiliar, place. And you have to, there is a lot of work that needs to be done in friendships. And a lot of young people don't want to do the work. They want to be handed everything on a silver platter. So first and foremost, check yourself. Are you just lazy, the word that I didn't want to use, in building relationships? Are you just lazy, or you truly are struggling to connect with people? Or you truly are. I'm dealing with one case right now in my house. This young man is just lazy to connect with other people. And when he meets other people, he wants to have his way all the time. Now that puts everyone off. So this week he was involved in a fight because he's now at this particular school where people are not giving him everything at a silver platter. He now has to work for everything. Now his response to it, let's fight it out. Right. So I said I'm going to take the highway and I will do so. So where do you really stand? Go and do some introspection. Are you just lazy to do the hard work, or you really are struggling? Now, if you really are struggling, I like the responses that Andrew and Miss Otile have given us. And the third thing that I'll add there, which Andrew has already mentioned, is find areas of interest. What are you interested in? Start from there. Is it sport? Which sport is it? Right? Then go into those spaces. If it is soccer, go to where those who play soccer are. You might find that once you have a common ground, striking a conversation can be easier because it's something that you're already interested in. And then those conversations can spiral into any other areas of your life, but start with your comfort zone. And remember what Andrew said, it's important to then listen when you're in those spaces. It's important to then give space to other people while you are in those spaces so that they get to pour into you as you pour into them as well.
Thank you so much, Pastor Mnashe. Mr. Andrew is in agreement with Alvin Makuaza. He said to connect with people, start by showing genuine interest with them and actively listening to what they have to say. Find common ground and engage in conversation that are meaningful and authentic. Also, participating in social activities or joining groups aligned with your interests can also help to create more connections. And you see, Joshua also said, Joshua Wushe from Mashukopolis said, respect other people's boundaries. I see, we have, Ms. Andrew, we have those people who don't want their boundaries to be tampered with. And sometimes we provoke or we break the boundaries unknowingly. How best can we, as a follow-up person, how best can we make sure, or how best can we avoid breaking people's boundaries that will affect our relationships with them?
This is a really interesting conversation, this one, and this couple of comments I'm seeing in the chat here, and Bessie is saying, I find it so difficult connecting with people. In most cases, my personality doesn't connect with others, and I got used to being alone. This is fine. I mean, not everybody is an extrovert person. We need the introverted people as well as we need the extroverted people, and maybe it's not connecting with people doesn't mean you have to connect with everybody or a large number of people.
Yeah.
In fact, my own son he's more of an introverted person, and he has a small number of friends, very small number of good friends, and that works for him, and it's great. And you might be connected with something else to begin with. Maybe you're connected more with nature, or more with music, or more with art, for example, and you connect with the thing that you love, that you're passionate about, and through that you will connect with other people. So there are media through which you can connect, not always directly person to person, but through the medium of art or of something of the natural world or other things.